This multiple choice Monday is about percentage error calculations. So the correct answer for this question was 0.83%. Let's explain how we get to that answer and why the others are wrong. So the first thing we need to do is to take the mass of the alcohol burnt. So in these experiments, we've got an initial mass and a final mass, but the number that we're going to use in our calculation, the number that we're going to use to find the number of moles of alcohol burnt, is going to be the difference. So first of all, I'm going to do 18.59 take away 17.38. That's going to give me 1.21 grams. So that's actually my reading, the thing that I'm actually putting into my results table. Okay, so our percentage error, the calculation that we need to do is the number of readings multiplied by the uncertainty value in each reading divided by the actual reading that we take, the actual value, times by 100 to get percentage. I've run out of space for that bit. So let's take those things in turn. Number of readings in this experiment is 2. And that's because we had an initial mass and a final mass. And this is quite common. The other places that this will come up will be thermometers and other such things where we're going to take a reading at the beginning and a reading at the end. What about the uncertainty value? How are we supposed to know that? Sometimes we're going to be told it, but for a piece of equipment that reads to a certain number of decimal places, what we're going to use is the fact that it's a 2 decimal place balance. So when you put something on the balance and the numbers are like flickering around and you're not quite sure because it keeps going like 17.38, 17.39, the reason it's doing that is because of course it's limited by just how precise it can be. And so it's probably telling you that something is in between the values of 17.38 and 17.39. So when I read a value, 17.38, what my balance is really telling me is that in either direction, I could go 0.005. So if we went plus 0.005, it would go over to 17.39. If we went minus 0.005, it would go down to 17.37. So the error, you take how many decimal places there are in the balance reading, and then the next decimal places of 5. So that is the uncertainty value in my balance. So I'm going to do 2 times 0.005. So my calculation is 0.01 over 1.21 times 100, which gets me 0.83% when I round it up to 2 decimal places.